Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be using clay to make the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and a Slimer that glows in the dark. Let's get into it. I'm gonna start off and make the armature for the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, beef him up a little bit with some aluminum foil. I'm just gonna cover it in a thin sheet of white clay. And I'm gonna make a bunch of marshmallow shaped shapes for his arms and legs. And I'm just going to slide those onto the armature wire. I'm putting slits in the marshmallows that go on his legs so that I can just slide them on and don't have to worry about the feet. For his hands, that's just two rectangular blocks of clay. I made a couple indents for the shapes in the palm. I'm just making small white balls of clay to make the fingers. Now I'm going to go ahead and make the detail on his face, and I'm going to start by cutting out his mouth. I'm going to make sure to smooth everything out with some shaper tools. I'm going to start to form out his eye sockets and eyebrows, and I'm going to put in 2 balls for his eyes. I'm going to add some more distinct eyebrows and cheeks and give him a very menacing look. Next, I'm going to make his red scarf, or whatever you call it. I'm just going to add some folds in the scarf to make it a bit more realistic. And then I'm making this little red ribbon thing that goes on his hat. And his hat I made off camera just by making a white ball of clay and having a little blue ring under it. And then his sailor bib thing is just a blue sheet of clay with a white outline on the edge. And then I'm just gonna put his little scarf under there. And I'm gonna go ahead and assemble everything. Now onto Slimer. Now I have this Sculpey glow-in-the-dark clay. Just looks like regular clay, but when I turn the lights off, it glows in the dark. So I'm hoping that'll look pretty cool once I make Slimer. I'm just gonna mix that with a tad of green clay, just so that when it's not glowing, it still is green. And I'm gonna start to build Slimer's shape. He's got a big smile I'm just gonna make with my shaper tool. And there's a couple bumps on top of his head, and now I'm just gonna form out his cheeks and lip. Now I'm gonna add some wrinkles under his lip, and then I'm just gonna use a little bit of clay for his nose, and then I'm adding some clay to the sides of his cheeks. I'm gonna use my shaper tool and just add lots and lots of wrinkles all over his body. Gonna make sure to add a lot of wrinkles at his cheeks. Making sure to vary the wrinkles between very noticeable ones and just smaller ones. Now I'm going to just attach 2 blobs of clay for his arms. I'm going to attach some more blobs of clay at his shoulders for some very noticeable wrinkles. His hands are just small blobs of clay with very tiny noodles for fingers, and I'm adding some balls of clay for the knuckles. Now I'm going to mix some glow-in-the-dark clay with a little bit of yellow for his eyes, just so that the eyes are glowing a little bit and aren't completely dark in the dark. Now I'm just going to use some more glow-in-the-dark clay with a little bit of yellow for the teeth. I also mix glow-in-the-dark clay with pink for his tongue and gums. And I'm gonna go ahead and attach his teeth to the gums now. And I'm gonna start painting. Using a very small brush, I'm gonna write Stay Puft words on his hat. Honestly, very happy with how this turned out. I'm gonna add his eyes. I went back later just to clean up any black that got on his eyebrows. I'm using a dark green wash for all of Slimer's wrinkles. Not only will this add shadow, but when he glows in the dark, those parts won't glow as much. Going to use red for his pupils. Later I went back in with an X-Acto knife and just scratched off the middle of the red so that there is almost a yellow highlight in the middle. And there you have it. There's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and Slimer. I think the glow-in-the-dark effect on Slimer turned out really cool. The shading isn't as noticeable in the dark, but I think it still turned out really good. Same for the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I think it's pretty spot on. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.